organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Just ahead on Daily Iowan TV.
One UI student's arrest has gone viral. Find out what happened and what officials have to say next.
And see what's been hiding around downtown Iowa City this December.
And in sports, we take you courtside as we preview tonight's men's basketball matchup against Alcorn State.
All that and more is coming up. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Hannah Hawks.
And I'm Austin Luce.
An online debate about force used by police is underway in Iowa City after a UI student published a video of his arrest. The video has gained just over 20,000 views since it was published December 4th. Grayson Scoggin was charged with public intoxication and interference with official acts in early September. Scoggin claims police are lying about the details of his arrest. He said he was not drunk and was stopped because of the color of his skin.
Trying to walk home, sir.
Okay. Why don't you put your hands on your back right now? I'm just.
I haven't done anything wrong, sir. What have I done wrong?
Don't fight me.
What have I done wrong, sir?
In the police report, the officer claims Scoggin nearly walked into a car and that it took 4 of them to get handcuffs on him. Though no cars can be seen in the dash cam video, and before the officers arrive, you can hear Scoggin say, "My hands are behind my head."
My hands are behind my head. My hands are behind my head. My hands are behind my head.
The report listed Scoggin as white with Hispanic origin, but he claims he told the officer twice that he was white. Scoggin has gotten representation through UI's Students Legal Services and plans to take the case to trial. Tom Moore, spokesperson for UI, said the university does not comment on pending legal cases. Scoggin said he doesn't think the cop is a bad person, but he does believe the officer made a mistake and he should be held accountable for it.
Today, the Senate Intelligence Committee published a report on the CIA's interrogation techniques since 9/11. It found the CIA's enhanced interrogation program involved torture techniques including waterboarding and sleep deprivation. The report stated 39 prisoners were subjected to this program. It also concluded that the techniques were not effective and that the CIA misled the White House, Congress, and other top agencies when questioned. The CIA said poor record keeping kept senior leadership in the dark about the program's operations.
You may soon be able to pull up an official driver's license on your smartphone. The Iowa Department of Transportation is working on a license app that will be provided to drivers in 2015. This digital license could be used anywhere from traffic stop situations to Iowa airports for security. The app would require a passcode access to protect users' identities. Iowa is one of 30 states that will accept mobile identification cards, but officials say they may be the first to use such an app.
A downtown Iowa City restaurant that has been open since 1974 will be closing its doors soon. The owners of Brown Bottle announced the closing by posting a sign on the restaurant's doors thanking their customers. They chose to close the restaurant because of the younger customer base downtown. Building changes may occur due to renovations for Midwest Bank. The North Liberty location, however, will stay open.
3 historic cottages on South Dubuque Street may be demolished after the City Council voted it down during a public forum on the matter this morning. The houses are located at 608, 610, and 614 South Dubuque Street, as seen as the map on the screen. Property owner Ted Pacha wanted to rezone the area and applied for a demolition permit for the buildings which are 150 years old. Many said the buildings should instead be historically preserved. 3 council members voted in favor of the forum, but 4 voted against it. This means Pacha can gain a demolition permit for the property as soon as tomorrow. The Historic Preservation Committee will meet Thursday to decide if the area should be considered historic and will then submit a recommendation to the Planning and Zoning Committee.
Daily Iowan has had a long tradition of holding regular one-on-one interviews with university presidents. This year, that tradition came to an end. Editor-in-Chief Jordyn Reiland has more.
Iowan has had a long tradition of interviewing university presidents, whether that be Sandy Boyd, Mary Sue Coleman, and now President Mason. Unfortunately, earlier this year in June, that was taken away. And my story details kind of the history of what the Q&As were like, what my relationship was with President Mason, and kind of what the situation is right now. And so I kind of go into a little bit about why I believe the Daily Iowan should have those monthly Q&As back, because it really does serve such an important purpose for the students and the community of Iowa City.
You can read more about this in tomorrow's opinions page of the Daily Iowan.
And still to come on Daily Iowan TV, one senior athletics official is getting reassigned. Find out why next.
And in sports, we're talking all men's basketball. Your courtside preview is coming up. But first in weather, some odd, really cold weeks in November, and it's warming up in December so far, Hannah.
Absolutely. I think those warmer temps are helping everybody with their study blues. Hey Taylor, what's the weather going to be like this week?
Tomorrow morning, you can expect temperatures to be in the upper 20s with mostly cloudy skies. Going into the afternoon, those temperatures will rise to the mid-30s with winds at 2 miles per hour. Fortunately for us, these temperatures will remain in the mid to upper 20s. On Thursday morning, you can expect some beautiful clear skies with a high of 39 degrees and a low of 27 degrees. With final weeks being a week away, at least the weather will be nice. For the remainder of your week, you can expect temperatures to be in the upper 40s and low 50s with partly cloudy skies. Well, that's all I have for you this week. Back to you guys at the news desk.
After the release of the Elf on the Shelf book in 2005, many families around the country traditionally hide a toy elf somewhere in their home around Christmas. Downtown Iowa City has begun a similar tradition on a bigger scale. Daily Iowan TV's Katie Sextro has more.
See anything out of the ordinary here? No? Well, if you take a closer look, you'll find an elf hiding. Iowa City's downtown Hunt for the Elves has been a huge hit so far this holiday season.
We wanted to have a fun activity for the kids to do when maybe they came down shopping with their parents, or parents were looking for something to do with their kids. So we really wanted something fun and interactive for the kids to do.
With elves hidden in 45 different businesses downtown, kids have been on the hunt to find as many elves as possible to win a prize. Participating stores are excited about the scavenger hunt as well.
It's been really great. George is our little tailgate elf, and we've heard that he's one of the sneakiest elves that there is out and about. But it's been really fun having him here. We've had lots of kids and families, and it's just been a really great way to get people downtown and just kind of out and about in the community.
Just a ton of kids come through, families come through. It's really, I think, coming into something that families are looking forward to and coming down. But this year has been the biggest year so far.
I'm here at Active Endeavors where I found Clark Griswold the elf. When kids find an elf, they get a card like this, and once they found 25 elves, they can turn it in for a prize. Katie Sextro, reporting from Active Endeavors, Daily Iowan TV.
The University of Iowa is reassigning Senior Associate Athletics Director Jane Meyer, saying she cannot remain in the department due to conflict of interest. This is because Meyer is the longtime significant other of former field hockey coach Tracy Griesbaum. Griesbaum was abruptly terminated at the start of the semester, as in the beginning stages of suing the department. Athletics Director Gary Barta said leaving Meyer in her position has presented many challenges as the department defends Griesbaum's claims. University spokesman Joe Brennan said Meyer's new position is in the making and the move will not affect her salary. On top of the athletics department still dealing with the firing of Griesbaum, they still had to prepare for tonight's men's hoops matchup inside Carver Hawkeye Arena.
That's right, Austin. Let's toss it over to Taylor Brooks, who's got the courtside preview of tonight's game that is happening right now.
Hey guys, and welcome back to today's courtside edition of Daily Iowan TV Sports. We've got the latest as the Iowa men's basketball team is taking on Alcorn State at home tonight. It's Aaron White bobblehead night as the Hawks are in pursuit of their 400th win inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. The game tipped off at 8 o'clock tonight, and Iowa hopes to continue their streak of 30 straight non-conference victories at home. The Hawkeyes have won by an average of 26 points for all home games so far this season. In almost all of those games, Hawkeye newcomer Dom Uhl has stepped up to the plate and received playing time. Daily Iowan TV sports reporter Whitney Blakemore has more on the freshman forward.
From the beginning, head coach Fran McCaffrey put high standards on Dom Uhl, as Iowa lost some of their star forwards.
Dom Uhl has to play a lot. We lose Basavi, we lose McCabe. Who's that next forward in the game at that position? Obviously, you have Aaron White, Jared Uthoff. Okay, so I think Dom is the guy.
For the freshman from Frankfurt, Germany, every game is a learning experience, as he's getting his first taste of Division I and Big Ten ball this season. Uhl played 6 minutes in the upset over North Carolina last week and 20 minutes on Saturday against Maryland-Baltimore County. While he missed all 3 of his three-point attempts and made just 1 field goal throughout both of those games, the potential is apparent.
You know, his shot looks good. I mean, he'll make some shots. He'll start finishing some plays. He had the dunk. He got to the free throw line. I mean, you can tell that he's almost there. He's not there yet.
Senior Aaron White feels the same way about the fellow forward, who shines primarily with his high-level rebounding.
Dom, you see the potential. 8 rebounds, getting to the paint, making plays for others, making plays for himself. So those guys have bright futures.
So far, he's averaging 10.7 minutes, 2 points, and 2.4 rebounds a game. But McCaffrey has no doubt he's going to improve.
His handle for a guy who's 6'9" is very unique. You know, he can go by anybody he wants whenever he wants to. You can put him in the guard position against the press, and he can see and make plays for other people. There's no panic in his game. He's going to be a great player here. There's no question about it.
Expect to see more from Uhl in the years to come. Whitney Blakemore, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Uhl and the other Hawkeye newcomer like Trey Dickerson will most likely be seeing some playing time tonight as Iowa's non-conference portion of the season dwindles down. But the matchup tonight will be an interesting one as Iowa has never faced the Braves from Alcorn State. Taylor Mathis is standing by to tell us what the Hawks have to improve upon this to secure the victory.
Thanks, guys. I'm here in the studio to break down what it's going to take for the Iowa men's basketball team to defeat Alcorn State tonight. Currently, the Hawkeyes are riding a 5-game win streak and are looking for their 400th win in Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is the first matchup for the two teams, so the Hawkeyes might not be sure what to expect. But the first thing they need to improve upon to pull away with the W is their turnover rate. Right now, the Hawkeyes are averaging about 14 turnovers per game, and the Braves will take advantage of those possible scoring opportunities. The Hawkeyes also need to continue with their strong defense. They're going into tonight's game ranked 6th in the nation for field goal percentage defense, and they've held their last 3 opponents to a 33% shooting rate or lower. If the Hawkeyes can minimize their turnovers and continue with their impressive defense, I'm positive Iowa will come away with the win. Thanks, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Taylor. While we hope Iowa can make those adjustments for tonight's matchup, it looks like the Hawks already have an advantage going into the game. Both Iowa and Alcorn State have played Hampton already. The Hawkeyes defeated the Pirates by 34 points in their season opener, whereas Alcorn State lost to Hampton by 13 points. The Hawkeyes are currently 7-2 overall, with their only losses to Texas and Syracuse at the 2K Classic in New York. However, Alcorn State only has 1 victory so far this season against Dillard University. The Hawks are undefeated with a 10-0 record against schools from the Southwestern Athletic Conference, which Alcorn State is a part of. Iowa hopes after tonight they can keep that perfect record. That's all the time we have for Courtside tonight, but be sure to check out tomorrow as we will have the results and highlights from that game. Taylor out.
But to get you in the holiday spirit, a sheep wearing a red and green holiday sweater was found Sunday evening wandering around a neighborhood in Omaha, Nebraska. But the strangest part about it was that the sheep didn't seem to mind being walked on a leash or the holiday sweater, which appears to be made for a dog. The Nebraska Humane Society is caring for the sheep while it tries to find its owner and learn the animal's name.
And only with Daily Iowan TV can you get a sneak peek into tomorrow's pages of the Daily Iowan.
The UI Law School will have a master's degree where students don't necessarily have to become a lawyer. Find out why.
And this semester marks the 10th year anniversary of an entrepreneurship center. Read about how brands like Clusterflunk began.
That's all we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in with us tomorrow night at the same time or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
I'm Austin Luce.
And I'm Hannah Hawks. Thanks for watching and have a great night.
Iowa SJMC.
Want a major that'll take you somewhere?
I joined and now I make videos for the university. I joined and now I work for the most trusted news source in America. SJMC.
You can download the Daily Iowan mobile app on your iPhone for the area's best news coverage.